So we're here today because of a short-sighted, un-American, inhumane decision to terminate a program that is an overwhelming success for dreamers and for all the rest of us. Immigration has always been and continues to be the lifeblood and the foundation of this great state. And as the people's lawyer, I represent all New Yorkers, citizen and non-citizen alike, and I will never stop doing that.
This morning, Trump had his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, come out on air at 11 o'clock Eastern to say that they were going to stop with the DACA program.
The program known as DACA that was effectuated under the Obama administration is being rescinded. The DACA program was implemented in 2012 and essentially provided a legal status for recipients for a renewable 2-year term, work authorization, and other benefits, including participation in the Social Security program to 800,000 mostly adult illegal aliens.
I'm here because I teach adult education, and many of our students are DACA recipients, and they are here and have been here. They pay taxes, and they are part of the network. They're part of what makes New York amazing. And it's really important to support them, because if not now, then when?
I feel like first we asked for the DREAM Act and we were met halfway with the DACA. And so that was a short glimpse as to giving some rights to people that had no voice when they were brought here. But not only that, we have stood tall, and as people of color, we have really stood our ground against Trump. And it's immense, like what he's doing to our community is not only like Hispanic people that are gonna get affected. Is any country, any immigrant from the Eastern Asia, from Southeast Asia, from Africa, all of these people that are now also represented. And so it's not only a vendetta against the Latin community, it's almost a vendetta against anybody that seems to not supplement his economic stance. And so what we really need to do is to appeal to our Senates, our House representatives, and really drive in that force from the bottom up to our council members, to our legislators, because that's the only way that we will be able to have a president that is supported when he gets there. It's more important to pay attention to these 2-year elections. These 2-year elections determine so much, and so please pay attention to that. Let's try to strive for best, and hopefully we do get a president that is more comprehensive, that is not so binded by the people that voted for him.
Well, we think that this issue around DACA, which is a broad issue about immigrant rights, we look at that the question of immigrant rights is the question of the unity of the working class. We look at all immigrants as fellow workers. They come here for a better life, and they're part of the working class in the United States.
I teach Dreamers. I'm a teacher. I'm a New York City teacher with KIP NYC. I'm here with 2 colleagues, and we feel that this is really important. I mean, our kids are afraid. They are contributing to society. They want to go to college. They want to pay taxes. They want to be somebody in this life. And as a former undocumented immigrant myself, it's a really important cause.
I'm actually a midwife, and a lot of our patients are immigrants, some of them undocumented, and a lot of their kids were born in other countries, and then they bring them here very young and continue to have a family. And so this is going to split families apart, and that's what breaks my heart. Is kids that have never left the country, that don't speak the language, or who trusted our government to take care of them, are going to suffer.
It's a political maneuver. It has been a political mover, like a movement for this new administration to prove a point to their base, right? That he made this promise to kick out all these immigrants, so he has to make do on this promise. But it doesn't make sense because, as you said, it's not economically profitable for the U.S. economy. Taking 800,000 plus people out of the economic base is absolutely absurd.
So you just said to me that you have a friend who's a child in the DACA program.
A child in the DACA program, yes. They're Mexican immigrants.
Okay.
And two of the children are legal, and one of them got into the DACA program. This is complete betrayal. It's also part of Trump and unfortunately many other Republicans really want to obliterate Obama. They wish to completely just obliterate the whole concept of a black president, like as though Obama never existed. So that's part of it. I mean, Trump started out trying to say that he wasn't even born in America, you know, and it's gone on since then. So racism is very much at the core of this. But I will say that also, at almost at any time when the economic situation is not so great, you get anti-immigrant fear, which of course is ridiculous because a great many immigrants do work that Americans are no longer willing to do. I mean, the farmers in this country are desperate. They can't get the work they need. There have been crops all summer, crops that couldn't be harvested because they can't get the workers, thanks to dear Trump.
I don't believe this should be a political decision at all. This should be a human decision. And I think the Republicans who should be writing legislation right now should not think about the Republican Party. It's about the American people, and should think about what is right morally when history judges them, because history is a judge that will judge them harshly on what they do right now. This should not be a decision on how they're going to gain political power more. This should be about saving these young people, these people who are right now suffering, who are scared, who are crying. I have a lot of friends who are affected by this, and it is a moral responsibility above anything.